Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be continuing reading our entire Bible, spreading the news of God. So if you would like to share this video, would be very great, or just honestly just share his word in general, through your own Bible or phone, or just going out in public. It's very important in the world that we live in today that we do serve God in the way that we should be sharing his word everywhere, because of just the way the world's going. So many people into the devil worshiping, so many pride and transgender people trying to corrupt and change not only churches but the way of people thinking, the way people raise their children as well. And just a lot of chaos going on, especially in America, wanting to turn their back, taking Jesus out of schools and all them things. So, and you could just tell by the way the world's going. It's falling apart. It's full of corruption. A lot of people have decided Jesus is the light of the world, okay? This is what we start in. This is what we feel. But you always feel that pull from the devil, even now as a Christian. You always feel that pull from the devil to go to his darkness, to go to his side. You will feel that pull of fear, of anger without cause, hatred and depression and guilt and lust, all that, and giving into his sinful ways. He wants you to be like him because he wants to take you from God. He hates God. That hate that people have when you see them videos online and people are just so mad at Christianity and all this other stuff. The reason is because it's not truly their hate, it's the devil's hate that's boiling through them, because in a way they have stooped down to his level. They don't serve God, so he uses them. He uses hate through them and expresses it because he does not like God. But he knows that he cannot defeat God. God cast him out of heaven with no problem, and he cannot defeat God. It is already written in the book that he will not defeat God. His origin story, I should say, his life has already been written out. He will be destroyed. He will be sent to hell to burn, and he's going to try to take as many of us as he can with him, because he knows that hurts God. So you need to get out there and hurt the devil. You need to get out there and get as many people away from his darkness as you can and back into the light where Jesus Christ is. And do it with the Lord. You may be a little afraid, you may be shy, but Jesus has great strength and he can give it to you. So get out there and spread that word. Thank you. All right, the ambush of AI. This is what we're reading here today, folks. This is based on Joshua 7-8. The scouts soon returned to Camp eager to report to Joshua. The army of the AI is small. We can take the city and leave most of our troops here to rest. Joshua sends only 3,000 men to take Ai. Because of a small city, he knew it got strength, so he thought nothing of it. But at the city gates, the army of Ai runs them off. These are the brave soldiers who took Jericho. Look at them run. They are afraid to fight, so really they are defeated in this battle. Unfortunately, the frightened Israelites returned home from their defeat at Ai. Joshua and the whole camp are stunned. What happened? I don't know. All of a sudden, we were afraid and ran. The soldiers can't explain why they are so afraid, so Joshua seeks help from God. God, why did this happen? Now our enemies will destroy us. God tells Joshua that the people are being punished because someone disobeyed him when they took Jericho. So all that we read yesterday about that man taking the jewelry and things was a punishment to the whole camp. Unfortunately, it resulted in the defeat to Ai. So, early the next morning, Joshua calls the leaders of the tribes to him. Someone disobeyed God's order to keep part of the spoils of Jericho. This man must be punished, or we will die at the hands of the enemy. God points out Achan as the guilty one. It's true, I sinned against my God and my people. Now we stand right with God again. So, now the God's support, Joshua leads soldiers against Ai. Joshua raises his spear to give the signal for the Israelites to rush in and set fire to the city. The soldiers of Ai are caught in a trap and quickly defeated. So what happened in this is obviously he had sinned against God, so there was sin in the camp. So, God made it obviously to make Joshua notice. They lost the battle, and God explained to them why. So they went searching camp to camp through all the tribes, and they found Achan. Now, what truly happened after this is to get sin out of the camp, to destroy sin. They stoned not only Achan, but they stoned his children and his wife as well as his animals. So they killed them all. It is brutal, but it was to get sin out of the camp. There was no sin. That was very well known at this time. This was something that was known not to do stuff like that because of what the results were. And Achan knew that, and he decided to do it anyways, thinking that God wouldn't know. Nobody's going to know if I do it secretly. He is Jesus Christ, and God is God. He knows all. He sees all. He hears all. He knows everything you've done. Even when Adam and Eve sinned, he came down, he wanted them to tell him the truth. That's why he asked them, but he already knew what they had done. He knows everything. There was no hiding from him, and they took care of that and got the sin out of the camp, and they went in and defeated Ai with ease. So now we will continue the next story, starting next week. We're getting quite close. Let's see what's... So yeah, we're getting actually pretty far into the book now. About almost... not too far, but we're about right there. So we've read a lot, we've learned a lot, and I hope you guys have learned a lot. We still got many more to read, and we'll get all the way through Revelations. Thank you guys for watching. Again, just get out there and spread that word. Don't be afraid. Jesus Christ wasn't afraid. He said the world would hate you because it hates him. And if it hates you, hey, then you're like Jesus Christ. So that's something good coming out of that. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys next.